Welcome back to NASCAR Heat 5. Folks, today we have got Las Vegas Speedway 100 laps for the Boyd Gaming 300. We are, well, should be an interesting one. I don't really know what to expect with the car we have. I'm going to do a little bit of upgrading, see what I can set up. Got to get my workers to be in their top-notch, top prime trained amount. 341,000 in the bank. We're going to be spending it all every single week pretty much if we can. Get this thing as good as we can get it before we bring it out on the track. Let me take care of that real quick, and we'll be back with you to go over what we've done. All right, so here's how it looks right now. We're up to about an 80 overall car for the Speedway for Las Vegas. Obviously not a great ride yet, but I feel like we'll get there pretty quick. I have no idea. It costs so much. We got our teammates up. So we got Carol up to an 11, David up to an 11. I didn't mess with Lauren because she's my backup right now. And then we put Tammy up to a 9. That was the max we could do. So goal is to get Tammy up to an 11 as well before we start messing with anything else. That's over 100 grand. Good news is we got 176,000 in the purse right here. We're gaining fans. We gained 4,000 fans in the last race. We're up to 33,000 fans right now. So that money comes in as well when they're buying t-shirts and banners and hats and all the good merchandise we're trying to get out here and sell. So anyway, though, let's get out here, do a little bit of practice, and see where we're at when it comes to qualifying. This is our team, so we put a setup in this bad boy. We watched some videos again, find out our line that we're going to work, and it feels pretty good. We smashed what we needed to get for top 25 by 3.5 tenths, so that's pretty nice. Now we're going to qualify that way. Pole position was about 1.3, 1.4 seconds faster than us. Our goal is at 33.048. We can just obliterate that as long as we don't mess up. Here we go. Qualifying lap now underway. It does count. We count. Bumpy track. Gonna be rough on the wheels, tires, all that, but hopefully, I'm excited about this race. I really am. Really am. If I did this right, we should fade up just a little at the end here. Turn it down onto the apron. Feeling great, feeling solid, feeling a 32.4 when the goal was a 32.9. We qualify at 20th place. Folks, that is how you do it. Now we get to look at pole position. Goes to Ryan Ellis, Sammy Smith in second, Josh Berry third, Justin Haley fourth, Cole Custer comes in fifth. We topped the charts for the custom driver qualifying. Schildhouse behind us in 21st, Malone 22nd, Carpenter 23rd, Tibergen. I will learn this. He's going to watch the video. He's going to tell me phonetically what I'm doing wrong. I'm going to stick with Tibergen is where? Tibergeen? Oh. Anyway, 24th. We're sticking with Lane for now. Anyway, Egan, 25th. Perez, 26th. Smith, 27th. Chavez, 28th. I got to fix Norick. I got him set up like the other drivers. I got to put him up like the AI drivers that aren't subscriber drivers. Graham, 30th. Bethel, 31st. Cost, 32nd. Oliveira, 33rd. Kane, 34th. Jones, 35th. John Hunter Nemechek coming in 36th place. That's interesting. I'll have to take a look at his setup too. We got some pre-race information for you here in Las Vegas. Lance Norick looks a bit slow today. Unfortunate for that team. While Ryan Ellis looks super fast, winning the pole, looking to get his first win of the season. Daniel Hemrick in the South Point 11. They got to go to the back. Failed inspection. Unfortunate for that team. We're going to start 19th then on the inside. And for some reason, Ryan Seek's paint scheme is showing up. And I think it's because it's the alternate paint scheme. And I don't like that. That's actually Gary Norton. Yeah, Ryan Sieg has an alternate paint scheme, and so does Tommy Joe Martins. So I'll have to fix that. But we're not doing it now. We're in the race. And the good news is that we're not rivals with anybody, so it's not like, oh, I got to be aware of who that is on the track. I didn't think. I bet that only does it for this race. Oh, well. Like I said, we'll fix it. We'll set it up. Put another, we might do an alternate for him just as a sorry for what we just did. Up into 17th place. 25th is the goal. 25 laps left to fuel. 27 in the tank. I did all my research in this one. We got 27 in the tank. 45-mile-an-hour pit entry. Like, I'm down with it. I know exactly what's going on. We are fast. Holy crap. How long does this last? I don't know. We're getting draft. That's helping. I mean, you know me. Top 15 would be glorious. Got to come way off to not run into Kenseth. These are the types of races are perfect for us because we're up in the upper middle of the pack and we're around other drivers, and all we'll do here is build relationships, improve everything. Hopefully we don't have any incidences, and we're just going to be known as a clean driver. I know I'm running their line right now instead of the line I run. It's all right. It's all right for now. Ooh, I didn't expect Jones to get down there, though. That's going to slow me up quite a bit. I just love to be racing around these subscriber drivers and not having, well, I guess Kenseth isn't a subscriber driver, but my point is not having rivalries going on right now where we're getting just torn up by the rival system like we were in the truck series. We're going to bring it down on the apron. That's part of our line. I have to see if I can play some catch up right here a little bit. I don't know how this car is going to react on long runs. That's the other part, but we should be okay. We should be okay. When we do it right, we don't have to come off the gas through 3 and 4, but with these cars around here, I also have to pay attention. I didn't know how fast we were going to run through this area, and I had to be aware of that. Kenseth, or Brandon Jones, going to get that run off. Kenseth making his way up through the pack, though. Good for him. I'll make an adjustment after this race to ensure that the car is, or that Ryan Sieg's old paint scheme is replaced with an alternate for Gary Norton in case they run a second paint scheme through the season. And I'm also going to do Lance Norick. I'm going to, whoa, barely touched you, bro. Wow. I'm going to do Lance Norick. His settings to make sure he's up with all the other regular AI non-subscriber drivers. Brendan Poole, Austin Hill right behind us. If we get 27 to the tank, it's a three stop race. I should have gone my line there. I'm following freaking Brandon Jones, or not, Josh Berry I'm following around, which isn't right. Because now we're going to lose a spot to Brennan Poole and probably Austin Hill. Yeah, they both we had a really bad set of turns there. We're going to fix it right now. Get right back up on Austin Hill. Curious how the tires are doing so early. 7 laps in, and they're about 30% worn. So, yeah, we're going to be worrying about actually tire wear at the end of our runs. Because at this point, 90% wear will be gone on these tires, potentially with like 6 or 5 laps left. That's not great. Kind of settled into our little bubble here. We were running really good with these guys, and I don't know, we just kind of lost it. I'm going to see if I can focus more on my own line now and not on what they were doing. See if that'll help us gain on them. So faded. Yeah, nope. Tires are way too worn for that now. Tires are way too worn. We can't push it through. Fresh tires, you're able to get through that whole area without letting off the gas at all. That is not the case on under 70% tires. Oh yeah, she's getting a little, I feel it in the steering wheel. The bumps are affecting us. It's not going to matter because the caution flies. We're staying out. There's no reason for us to pit right now. Although, I mean, we could have pit. We could have pit and then still been on schedule with everyone else and not really worried about the end of the race, but here we go. Curious as to what we have in the 17 left in the tank. 88 in the race. Got a nice little run through here. Should be able to keep the foot all the way down. Pulled down in front of Schildhaus with no real concern there. We had him cleared up a little bit. He got off the gas, but we had him cleared pretty well. There we go. Yeah, I feel every bump. It's a very bumpy track. We're sitting nice inside Austin Hill's draft, though. This is good for us. Oh, I keep forgetting. You actually come off the gas pretty early in 1 and 2. And I've not been doing that at all, and I think that's going to negatively impact us on the exit. As you can see, we've got Josh Berry getting a nice runoff.
Still there?
I touch the apron. That's going to shoot me up the track, and we're going to open the door. As Daniel Hemrick, who started in the back, is going to get into 17th place, 18th place. Yeah, 17th place. All right. Get my mind right. Kind of what we expect at this stage in the game. Our custom drivers, we can battle it out with on hard difficulty. They'll only get better. And then our AI drivers, they're not as strong as... I set them all... So the numbers go from 100 to 0, and it's actually funny because then I explained this in much earlier, but oh, here comes Eliza Bethel, and she's going to pass us with ease. I can't do anything about it. Anyway, so I'm really losing it with the not having the tread, or not having tread. There's no tread. Worn tires are wrecking this for me right now. It's not great. I can figure it out. So anyway, the ratings for the drivers goes from 100 to 0. Closer to 0 is a higher rating, actually. It's kind of flip-flop from sports games and such. And so I set up all the AI drivers, the non-custom drivers, to be 25s across the board. And we'll move them up by probably sections of 5 or 3 or something like that as the career progresses until they're at all zeros, which is the top rating you can be. The custom drivers, the subscriber drivers, that's going to be a little bit different because we're going to have them get points based on their standings. And it's all luck of the draw in the beginning, but based on then their strategy, they can put their points into specific things, and those specific things will help them. Now, they start at the very bottom. They're the lowest rated drivers that they can be. So they're all 100s except for their special stuff, which I still don't know what that means. I think special events maybe. And I think it's more of a driver thing than it is the series that they're in, because in the Xfinity series, these drivers still have a dirt track rating, and there is no dirt track in Xfinity. So I think that the special things are actual special events that they have, the duels and things like that. So that's 50 instead of 100. We are so loose coming off right now. And then also the what's it called? Oh, so the high line I had set to 0 until I realized Highline Racing was actually racing outside of the regular line that they run, and having them set to 0 was why I used to always complain. I'd be like, why is everybody able to pass me on the outside? And it was because they were set really high. I have those set to 50 as well, so they're average, they're okay, but they're not top notch in that area. Those are things that they can improve on. It just allows for more opportunity for these drivers to improve their standing throughout the year, and it allows for a lot of variety as to how they're going to do. So it should be really curious to see how that's going to work out as the season carries on. We've lost a handful of spots here. We've got 9 left in the tank and only 34% left for fuel, or 34% left on that right rear. I mean, we're struggling a bit here, and I don't think we could make actually a full run on this car. with the right rear like it is. Now, I put a setup in, and that setup is obviously an expectation that the car you're running is fully upgraded. But I thought I'd try, and it felt really, really good on good stuff. But as you can see, we're losing time, big time, to these other drivers as we're running. Still in the 33s, though, still above what 25th place should have been. So I'm not sure why we're falling back so hard. But I'm just trying my best. Now I'm running a more of a middle line to try not to put too much pressure on it. I'm going to let it fade up more coming out of 4 as well. We don't have the engine, so we don't have the speed. But I think if I try to take care of these tires now, we're going to be in a lot better shape than we were. Got a car on pit road. Must have been who brought out the caution. I never did look who was out of the race. We'll take a look at that soon. And I'm not really losing spots now. Down to 26% though in 2 laps. We are absolutely wrecking the right rear tire. Well, I mean, I guess it's only 10%, 11% worse than the right front, so I don't know. I don't know if we can even make it. I don't know how many laps we're going to make, down to 23%. So what was that, 3% per lap? We could make it if that's the case. We're going to keep an eye on it, though. Because right now we're at 23% with 6 laps remaining. We should be able to make it. There's 1%. So if we get it across the line, we're at 20%. We'll be fine. We don't have to watch the tires. %. I'm running the middle, so I'm not really pushing it. 20% is there, so we may be pushing 4%. With 5 left at 20%, it's going to be... We're going to pit with like 2 to go in the tank, so I think we'll be okay. We're going to pit a little early. It's the only option I have at this point. 25 was the minimum for us to go. We're going to be able to hit probably 27, 28 laps, so we'll be all right. We got Casey Kane finding us. I do like that car. Classic with a new Supra body on it. Looks pretty cool. 75. What do we got? 4 in the tank. Yeah, it's about 4% per lap, it would appear. Which means we can do 25 laps before it's 100%. So probably 24. That's not great. We're going to have to figure that out. How can I mean, obviously with us being in 23rd place, it looks like Ryan Ellis is lapping a lot of cars. So it's possible that he will lap enough cars that if there is a caution, us pitting isn't going to drop us back too far anyway, and we'll be able to just drive it out and not worry. You know, something off schedule. I debated that whether or not we should have done that on that first caution, to be honest, so we wouldn't be in this spot right now. But I really wanted to see how it was going to go. And I mean, the car feels good. I'm running just above, you know, I'm letting it fade right now. It faded down on its own down there, but I've kind of just let it run the way it's going to run. I pushed it hard in the beginning. That's another thing. I won't push it as hard. We're not winning races right now. Best thing we can do is drive well, drive within what the car gives us, and that's exactly what I'm doing right now. We got 2 left in the tank. I think I can bring it around the 1 more time. We should be good. Oh, I wonder if he's pitting right now. I'd like to see where they pull off.
You're almost out of gas.
All right, they pull off at those. Okay, so those lines, that's crazy. I'm going to absolutely wreck this car. Good to know. We're bringing around this 1 more time. I'm going to let Casey Kane go around me because that would have sucked getting onto pit road with him right there. And then as soon as I can, I will pit. I'm actually going to do this. Drop it into 4th to hold the RPMs. Yeah, man, I did pit.
Watch those tires. Slow down.
I know. It was I was really nervous. I didn't know how it was going to feel. I turned in early. I got scared.
Okay, get back in there. Let's go.
That pit crew thing is absolutely ridiculous. We are done at 16 seconds, and we are held for until 23 seconds. 0 damage on this car at all. That is pathetic. Now we're in 35th place, and it's got everything to do with the fact that we had such a slow pit stop. I mean, that drives me nuts. Wow, does that make me mad? I'm going to try to keep it more in the middle of the track for this run. See if I can be a little better. Because if we don't have a caution, we're not making it as far. I think we got about 4 laps or 3 laps under caution. So I need to do whatever I can here. Should not overdrive this more than I am right now. Ooh, that was close. We're catching some drivers, obviously, because they came off the pit. So now as they cycled out, they're a lot closer to us. But I don't know what that's going to do for us overall. Right now, it looks like we've got Speedy Jones leading the race. And I tend to think that means he had pit early.
Careful, still there. You got room. You're clear there.
Again, we've got to figure out how we can do top 25. It's not about winning. I know we were in 23rd place when we went in the pit, came out in 30 freaking third. I don't know if it's because a number of cars stayed out or had pit under caution in the back, or if it's because we had such a shit slow pit stop. I guess that's where I need to put my money in right away, is the pit crew, because that's a loss right there. That's a huge loss right there. I can't do that. We're going to go back down on the apron here and try to catch anything we can. We're catching Matt Malone right now. They also have a huge amount of cars right behind us trying to get around us that are trying to put us down a lap, which they will.
Looking inside now.
Nothing I can do. I can't drive down. There's Jeffrey Earnhardt lapping us.
Got one down low now.
Waiting to see Speedy Jones pit. Like, he's in the lead right now because of circumstance, but I can't believe that he hasn't pit yet. You're going to start letting it off right here because you really burn up the tires staying in the gas through this area, especially with the low rating that we have overall.
Stay high up here.
I might go through when I have time and move those rear sponsors up onto the back of the deck lid, because right now it's they get blocked by the little camera on the back of the cars.
All right, clear low.
All right, so we're up to 32nd. We're gaining on Oliveira and Carpenter a little bit, but spend the entire time just catching him only to lose 6 seconds to him on pit road again. I mean, that's the problem. I have no idea how I'm even doing on tires right now. 25%, and we're 8 laps in, so that's better than we were doing before. So we definitely stopped really torching our tires. Are you kidding me? Hamrick is about to lap us. He started in the back.
Stay on the bottom.
We got someone on pit road. That's a big deal for us, if we're able to bring it around in time to get that position from them. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh, okay. Oh, is that Carpenter? Yep, it is.
Still there.
We got a smoker in front of us, or now behind us. Not good for him. Ryan Ellis takes back the lead. Caught Oliveira thanks to Carpenter having those issues. We should get a position or two right here coming off of pit road. One. I can't believe that was only one spot. I thought that we had... Oh, I thought we had gotten a lot more. Maybe when we bring it around. I don't know. We got cars coming off of pit road right now that I don't think we're going to catch them. Maybe we will.
Careful, still there.
Hanging on to it. Pushing it a bit extra now, trying to, well, wow, nice run, Oliveira. We got a really good run through there.
Still there.
See if we get the run out of 2 by holding him down a little bit. Not really. He cleared us. Great job. I mean, we're going to try to cross under him.
Careful, still there.
Yeah, I messed that up. We ended up getting a decent run there. See if we can help it on the apron. Las Vegas got to take those risks. No, he's getting just incredible runs. Wow. Oh, there was ours, but I can't do anything with it. We got Anthony Alfredo about to lap us. I'm going to stay in the higher area. See what kind of... Ooh, wow, big run. Big run on the outside of Oliveira, and he blocks off Alfredo. Did I burn him up racing around with him? 55 with 15 left. Maybe. Maybe. I don't know. We're not going to do that with Alfredo right now, that's for sure. You're looking at just better overall equipment on that car. $58 laps to go in this one. We've got, is that another? Oh, that's why. Hemrick is back on me. Mayer behind him. He had slowed up because of the Carpenter thing. I think Carpenter's back on the track as well, because we only have one car on pit road right now, so he must have just had a tire problem maybe, or something they could fix at least. I do not know who that is on pit road right now. Can't really tell. We are gaining on John Hunter and Michael Chavez. We really need a caution at the end of this run for us to get back into this, though. Yeah, if we can gain on them, we're going to lose 6 seconds probably to them when we go into the pit. So that's the problem. We got nothing. Here comes Brandon Jones on our inside. Obviously, no reason for us to fight with that. Let me see. If Ellis is leading, then these are all... We're about to be lapped for the second time. That's the concern. Let's see here. Not the right one. Yeah, we're 1 lap down right now, which means when Ellis gets to us, that'll be our second lap down. Which, I mean, I get it. Like, we're that car, and that's fine. But we're also that car that's trying to get to 25th place the best way I can. Here comes Junior. We're holding the middle of the track. He couldn't just let it fade up, so he slowed down a little, but it'll get us down this tri-oval area. Oh, okay. We'll take that. We're going to pit for sure. That's a big deal for us, actually, right there, because that prevented us from going down those second lap. We can only drop 1 spot pitting. And we will drop that 1 spot. Looks like it might have been Bethel that was damaged there. She dropped 10 spots. That's what makes me think, at least.
Ready? Green's out, man. Let's go. Got a carload now.
Being in 28th, knowing that we can get some positions is a big deal for us. There's Carpenter. He's still alive.
Say hi, say hi.
Hoping I can just hang on to it, pin it around the corner here. And we do. Olivier is our...
Careful, still there. You got
Oh, we had to come
You're
completely
clear.
out of it to avoid running into him. At least we didn't have to hit the brakes. After the race is gone, we're going to go ahead and do the speed up. We're only going to be doing one speed up usually, I think, in these races, unless something's going really bad and it's just going to be boring. So we're going to speed things up until we pit for what should be, I believe, our final time. 49 left in the race. We got 25 in the tank. Yeah, it'll be our final time we pit. So
Got room. You're clear there.
it's going to come down to the wire unless there's another caution. We'll pit if there's another caution, too, and that'll change everything again. So we'll be back on the mic, though, when we pit or when everyone else starts to pit. I don't know. We're going to be able to bring it around one more time, and then we're going to pit, or I guess we're going to pit this time around.
We've got to be hurting on fuel. Bring it down pit lane.
Let's try to push it as far as possible in case a caution would come out, because that would be top notch for us, but I don't think that's going to happen.
Looking inside now.
We're going to see. If this doesn't turn to one right now, we're bringing it around one more time.
Hold your line. Got one inside.
We're bringing it around another time, folks. We're doing it. I know it just turned to one right there, but we're going to make it. Because if a caution comes out, it's huge for us. If a caution doesn't come out, we're kind of hosed. We're not hosed, but we've made our own bed. That's for sure.
You got to come and pit for gas.
We did good on the tires, though. 5%, 4%. I mean, we've done worse. Everyone's pitting now. See, we did it better that time.
We're going to need those tires to last, driver.
That was it. We're, screwed. We don't have a pit crew to compete. That's my biggest fault.
Okay, get there. Let's go.
I don't care about anything but catching the next 3 cars. That's all that matters to me right now. And I catch the next 3 cars, get 25th place. I don't know. I don't know if I can. I mean, the caution come out from between now and then it'd be just dandy. I'm sure we're 2 laps down now, aren't we? I went to the wrong button.
20 laps to go.
Yeah, we're 2 laps down.
Still there inside.
I don't know, for many of you people that are just people who watch YouTubers race or whatever, don't really know a ton about it. You might wonder why I wasn't running on the line, you know, shortest way around, fastest way around the track, whatever. I was running in the middle of the track to preserve my tires. Puts less pressure on it when you're running basically the same speeds but higher up the track. Puts less pressure on the tire, less wear. And as you saw, we were struggling the first time, the first fuel run, and then the second fuel run, we were able to put down all the laps and only be sitting at, or still be sitting at about 4% tire with no gas in the car at all. So that was a big deal.
You're clear there.
We're driving away from 29th place. We are gaining on 27th and 26th. I hope 25th is right there with them. I hope it's that whole pack up there because that would be big for us. Nice thing was that we had a fairly sizable lead over them when we went into the pit. So instead of, because we sat there for 7 seconds this time. I watched, it was 16.9 seconds when the jack dropped, and we left at 24.4 seconds. So it was over. It was 7.5 seconds of just sitting there because that's how they deal with it in this game, the pit crew. So that's something that's where all the money's going for now. Getting 25th place is doable. Getting 25th place when your pit crew makes you sit for 7 seconds is not doable.
Back her down.
We're pitting. Yeah, we can only lose a handful of spots anyway. Might as well pit now, have full on everything, and not care. And assured we would lose all the spots that we just lost right there, too. There was no question. Concern for me is I hope that these drivers that we can catch are within the range of 25th place. I don't know that. Oh, I forgot to look to see who was all stuck on pit road. Oh, well. We'll see it at the end of the race. I'm more concerned about driving right now, you know?
Still there.
Where that can really go. I'm sitting behind Lane here, get a nice run on his fender. I don't think they have side drafting in this game. I guarantee they will in iRacing 2025 when that drops. Ooh. Carpenter kind of went down in front of Speedy Jones. Speedy Jones got on the brakes a bit there, or got off the gas a lot. These aren't even for position yet. None of these drivers are. We got to get around him, though. Ooh, that was on me. Oh, please get it. Get it together. Get it. Oh, he's gone.
Wave them off. Caution's out.
Let's do it again. That was bad. Well, we can definitely get to 25th place, so that's good.
Almost ready. Green flag, green flag.
What's Schildhouse doing back here with me? He's not for position. He's a lap ahead of me. Oh, there's nothing I can do here with this run. That sucks so bad that I couldn't just go down or even go high and get around him, but too wide. I had nothing there. No, you're not doing that right now, Carpenter. I got places to be.
Still there.
Nevacek is for position. Lane is for position.
All clear.
Oliveira's for position.
Careful. Still there.
With the cautions coming out, we were able to get on fresh stuff that made us just a little bit better than some of these other drivers. And so that's going to get us to where we need to go. Chavez is our 25th place. That's good.
Still there?
We got super loose coming out of 4 there. We've got 7 laps left for us in the race. So,
Still there?
of course, you know me. Every single position at the end of a race is the most important one. As long as we don't DNF, we have got this incentive number in the bag for this race too, which is a big deal.
Stay high up there.
Oh, there we go. Wow, next position is a 1.5 seconds in front of us. That's crazy. I don't feel like I got held up that much to really account for that, but okay.
Still there?
There's Speedy Jones.
All right, clear low.
Little contact with him, put him sideways. I'm sure that doesn't make him happy. We'll see how that is after the race, or if he knows it was incidental. It's a racing deal, as they say. I don't think, well, he's a lap in front of us, so I guess it doesn't even matter. There was no effect on him as far as that went. A little bit of damage. I see it wrinkled up on his hood. But,
Still there?
and Eliza appears to be driving away. I might be able to catch her if I get around Speedy because I can run a good line. I have to come off the gas right now around him. That's definitely hindering our ability. I would say, 7 and 6.5, 6.5, 7.5, so probably 14 seconds, which definitely would have likely not had us 2 laps down from our pit crew. Anybody who doesn't think your pit crew matters, you're stupid. Pit crew is absolutely part of that team. And as you can tell, they can win or lose positions. Lots of them for you.
Still there?
Got a nice run out of here. I hope he, yeah. I know he's not happy, but hopefully it's all right. 3 to go. Laps just fly by on this track because you're
Still there?
with the bumps and there's so much going on. Well, also just came off of racing at, I mean, it's not boring from the perspective that you're constantly in traffic and you're trying to move up, but it's boring in the fact that you really aren't going to overdrive anybody at Daytona. It's all draft stuff. Maybe you get slingshot and stuff like that. Plate tracks are
Still there?
their own unique monster, but these ones are the best.
White flag, next time by.
I got nothing for Eliza. I got nothing for Speedy Jones. But we got back up into 22nd, which is well within the goal that we needed to get to, so that's a big deal.
Careful, still there.
I mean, maybe because we're racing clean around him this whole time,
Stay high.
he won't be mad at us at the end of the race, but his front end is busted up pretty bad, and that's from us clipping him and spinning him.
Careful, still there.
I am being careful, man. I ain't hit him. And we're not going to hit him here. We're going to go high as he goes low.
Careful, still there.
Side by side as we come through the tri-oval. And we won't get, well, we weren't going to get the position anyway, but still. Oh, yeah, I'm like 95. What? 95 is actually a 105. We had a hell of a race. If we were running legend difficulty, that would be a perfect rating. All right, so here's how it turns out. Ryan Ellis wins the pole. Ryan Ellis wins the race by about a half second, just over a half second. Congratulations to the 43 crew. Cole Custer comes in second. Ryan Truex third. Justin Allgaier fourth. Tommy Joe Martins comes in fifth place. Custom drivers, Schildhouse is the first one on that list at 19th. Speedy Jones comes in 20th. Eliza Bethel 21st. We came in 22nd. Max Cost 23rd. Casey Kane 24th. John Perez 25th. Michael Chavez 26th. John Hunter Nemechek 27th. Bernardo De Oliveira 28th. Lane comes in 29th. Parker Smith 30th. Gary Norton 32nd. Matt Malone 33rd. Taylor Carpenter 34th. Bryce Egan DNF'd, 19 laps down. Jeremiah Graham, second race in a row. Bad luck for that team. He DNFs again as well. Fastest lap goes to Ryan Ellis. Most laps led goes to Ryan Ellis as well. On the move, Daniel Hemrick started last, finished 12th. And tough break goes to Josh Berry, started 3rd, finished 18th. Okay, I just checked the status of teams as far as relationships go. The contact we had with Speedy Jones does not matter. Still considers us a friend, knows it was incidental. Just a racing deal, as we say in the business. Just kidding. Anyway, next race is at Auto Club Speedway, 75 laps. And we will continue this journey in the next episode. But folks, that is going to do it for this episode. I do want to take a moment out to say thank you so very much for taking the time out of your day to watch this video. And until next time, and of course, as always, you take care.